The Wannsee Conference of the 20th of January 1942, a meeting of 15 senior representatives of the National Socialist Reich government and the SS. The whole point of the Wannsee Conference was a sort of meeting to say what the plan was and to iron out any difficulties that may be faced in carrying out that plan. The sort of thing that happens at management levels every day in government, business, and even in domestic situations. There was the question of defining who was Jewish and therefore who needed to be killed. Contrary to popular belief, the Nazis had various interpretations, even for people within occupied Poland. This above all concerned people who were by Nazi standards of mixed race or those in mixed marriages. According to the protocol, the Nuremberg laws should to a certain extent form the basis of the categorization, but the suggestions put forward by Heydrich went far beyond that. As a rule, half Jews should be treated like full Jews regardless of their religious affiliations. Exceptions were only made for these half-breeds, to use the language used there, who were married to a German-blooded partner and who had not remained childless. Other exemptions could only be granted by the highest party authorities. Every, and I quote, first-degree mongrel who was allowed to remain in the German Reich should be sterilized. So, even though they had only one Jewish parent, and they would be regarded as Jews and thus subject to deportation unless they had the permission of the highest party authorities, and even in these cases, they would have to be sterilized. Mixed race, second degree, that's 1/4 Jewish, should as a rule be treated as equal to the German-blooded unless they were classified as Jews due to their conspicuous Jewish appearance or poor police and political judgment. To put this another way, if one was an anti-Nazi and had one Jewish grandparent, that was sufficient, according to Heydrich, to warrant death. In the case of existing mixed marriages between full Jews and German-blooded people, the Jewish part should be either evacuated, that is to say, sent to be murdered, or sent to Theresienstadt if resistance from German relatives was to be expected. Further regulations were addressed for mixed marriages in which one or both the spouses were of mixed race. Now, these detailed proposals were rejected as impractical by State Secretary Stuckart, who had been involved in drafting the Nuremberg laws in 1935. He proposed that the compulsory divorce of mixed marriages be made mandatory and that all people of first-degree mixed race be sterilized. Since no agreement could be reached on these points, these detailed questions were postponed to follow-up conferences.